Welcome, Giant Haystacks.
Nice to be here.
What do I call you?
Sir'll do.
All right.
Falls, no submissions, no rounds. Finally,
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alan and today I'm at Agecroft Cemetery in Manchester to see a giant of a man. Giant literally. Giant in height, giant in character and giant in entertainment. Giant Haystacks, yes. So let's get moving because actually they're going to close soon, so we better get a move on. But this should be good. Hang around. That's it, it's quite a bad day, but never mind. So we'll head off in what I think is the right direction. So Giant Haystacks, he was a giant of a man, hence the name. And he was 6'11", and he started his career at 31 stone, but he went up to 49 stone. Can you imagine that? And he used to dwarf all the opponents, didn't he? The thing about him was that, yeah, I'm definitely right, he used to fight Big Daddy. It was a bit of a rival between him and Big Daddy. I mean, at that time there was all these really well-known wrestlers like Mick McManus. He used to have the cauliflower ears. Didn't like his ears being touched. Touched his ears, he used to go wild. Of course, I think it was a lot of theatricals really, but it was good. It was good fun. That's looking more like it there. And Kendo Nagasaki used to have the mask on. You know, the thing with him is you're not supposed to touch his mask. That was the idea, and people used to say, oh, rip it off, rip his mask off. You know, we want to see who this guy is, and that was the gimmick with him, and it never happened, of course. But Big Daddy, yeah, a fantastic guy, and I think I'm pretty close now. I'm looking at the right spot approximately. I'm just going to check out. It's not on that side. Looking towards it over there. Nope. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look. Just have a spin round, have a look. Nice little baubles hanging off the tree. You want to have a relax. And he won the European Heavyweight Championship, and he also won the Stampede International Tag Team Championship in Canada. So he did very well. He was a good wrestler. I know, and he was called the Loch Ness Monster over there. They changed the name, but I mean, I always know him as Giant Haystacks. So you know, that does for me. I think what it is a mountain of you know, sand or whatever there, and I think I'm here. I can't believe that I am here. Unbelievable. That was brilliant. I really got to that one quickly. So hang on, let me get round, spin you around now. I'm here. I found it, and I'd looked it up on Google Maps. There we go. Straight in there. Brilliant. So we're gonna read the stone. Right, in loving memory of Martin A. Ruane, my dear husband, much loved father and granddad, who died on the 29th of November 1998, aged 52. Shame, eh? I have fought a good fight to the end, and I've run the race to the finish. I have kept the faith. Paul 468. Our mum knew too many as Rita Ruane. No, our mum known to many as Rita Ruane passed away on the 12th of February 2019, aged 74. Devoted to her boys and their grandchildren, loyal to her beloved husband to the end. We love you, ma'am. Rest in peace. That's sweet, isn't it? Look, there we go. Little thing there saying, Dad, you always had a smile to share, time to give and time to care. I mean, this guy was, you know, looked ferocious on the screen, but I've seen interviews. We're gonna cut to them now. He's a really nice guy, really pleasant. Saw him on Breakfast TV chatting. Brought a lot of entertainment to everybody, and of course it was a lot of theatrics. But I think they had to be tough to do it. But he used his asset, his height and his weight. Have a look on the back. Yeah, there's nothing particular on the back. Yeah, but he was a great entertainer. He's very unlucky to have died at that age, even though he was so big. and he was a wonderful entertainer. Yeah, in the best sense. I mean, the excitement that I used to get as a kid watching wrestling. And there used to be Les Kellett. He was another one I loved. Him and Big Daddy. Big Daddy stood out. He wasn't as big. He was nowhere near as big, but he was a big guy. But this guy kind of dwarfed him. But I'll just show you the surroundings there. So I'm going to show you Martin on GMTV now with Mike Morris, yeah, and Lorraine Kelly when she was a lot younger. So it's an interesting interview, and Martin comes over really well on it. And then we're going to go to the wrestling a little bit. So if you remember him, it'll be nice for you to watch again. And if you've never seen him, watch him. It might taste your buds and you might go and watch some more.
Our next guest is aptly named Giant Haystacks. Hero to wrestling fans across the world. I'm going to have to check this out. He weighs in at a mammoth 46 stone. His home, specially reinforced furniture, as normal sofas fall apart beneath him, so let's hope ours is okay. Welcome, Giant Haystacks.
Nice to be here.
What do I call you?
Sir will do.
All right. Sir. Welcome, sir. Lorraine and I were going through your daily diet, and 21 pints of milk, 8 pounds of sausage, 10 large loaves, 2 Edam cheeses, 2 large... Is that exaggerated?
Yeah, it's slightly exaggerated. I don't eat the cheese.
But you eat everything else. 46 stone, is that exaggerated?
No.
You are 46 stone?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Now, people might find this funny. I met you 10 or 12 years ago. You actually had a breathing problem 10 or 12 years ago, I thought. Whether it's bronchitis or something.
I did,
you're fitter now, aren't you?
Yeah, I had some bronchial trouble, and it was getting very hard to shift it. But the last, 6 or 7 years has been perfect. Yeah.
See, people will say, won't they, sir, that he can't be healthy. Look at the size of him all. Every year we hear that it's unwise to be overweight and so on. But your doctor says what about you?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
A fine physical... Is that because you sit on him? He says you're a fine specimen.
The problem with today is that everybody's getting this hype about diets and about fashion and all that. Just a load of madam. It doesn't mean anything at all.
It's a load of old madam.
You are what you are. I was born into a giant family, from a giant family, and I am what I am.
How heavy were you when you were born?
I weighed over a stone.
What, as a baby?
Yeah.
Did your mother call you sir as well, I think? Yeah. Now...
Called help, I think.
Maybe she did. Have you ever been really, really badly hurt, or does it tend to be the people who are on the other end of
I've been,
you?
yes,
Have you?
I've had dislocated rib cage. I've had broken fingers, broken wrists, broken ankle, lacerations.
Good.
Yeah, I've had many injuries.
If you have a dislocated rib cage, it could be anywhere.
You're a very brave man, Cappuccini.
Is this man trying to wind me up?
No,
yeah, I
no,
think
no.
he is. I think he is. I think he's being rude to you.
I get that impression.
I get it. Can I ask a question about your travelling on the plane? Because a friend of mine travelled on the same plane as you, and he couldn't get into the toilet for an hour, and the word was that you were stuck in it. Is that
was...
Is that right? I mean, I'm sorry to be personal about this.
That was in India. About half an hour before we landed, I wanted to go for a wash and brush up. Now the doors on this particular toilet were those concertina type things, and once you got in, they closed behind you, and I couldn't turn around to get it opened, you see, because I was jammed inside, and there I had to stay until it landed, until they whipped the doors off from the outside. Slightly embarrassing, but nevertheless, we managed.
It's a problem for all the other passengers as well.
Well,
So we apologise for the closure of toilet free, owing to the fact that there is giant haystacks inside. Before you started wrestling, which made you a household name throughout Britain, was that actually a big problem to you? Did it make your life impossible?
not impossible, but you had, you learn to cope with it. Like, you have your problems, like, clothing and cars and so on, But you learn to overcome that.
Right, so you cope with that. Then you became a big name, you, Big Daddy, and all the rest of the lads. How did that change your life? I mean, were you pursued through the streets of Britain by the lusting females we used to see in the front rows?
No. I kept well out of the way.
You're frightened of them?
No, I just don't get involved in it. You know, I just don't get involved at all with the public.
Just occasionally, you used to see when you watch the fights, a woman sort of lean over and poke somebody with an umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
Did any wrestler ever get hurt?
Oh, they did, yeah.
You serious?
Yeah, there's a few got stabbed.
Stabbed?
Yeah, the legs burnt with cigarettes. You know, lacerations. Yeah, it can get pretty nasty.
We know that some of it was choreographed. Clearly some of it is choreographed, and we won't go into just how much. When you look at the American version, that is a comic strip, isn't it?
That's America, isn't it? That's the America's hype. As simple as that. In Britain, we're more down to earth. You know.
Would you challenge?
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan?
I would challenge anybody. Hogan, Warrior, doesn't make it.
The Ultimate Warrior?
Anybody at all. I'd fight them now. This minute.
Would you issue a challenge here and now on live network television to Hulk Hogan?
Definitely, without a doubt.
And what would you do to Hulk Hogan? What's wrong with him? What's his weakness?
I just don't think he's good enough to beat me.
Is he a man?
He's obviously a man.
But does he get? I'm trying to get you angry here. He said mean
angry.
things about you, I've heard.
Did he? Are you sure it's not you that's saying it?
No, yeah, well, it probably is actually.
Why don't you challenge him?
I'm his agent, doing a job here.
Yeah, I've always thrown an open challenge out to any wrestler, anywhere in the world. I'll travel there and wrestle them, no matter who it is. So that challenge is still open.
All right, so we'll send that cassette then to Hulk
Please
Hogan
do.
and see what happens. If we don't get you back on the television for whatever reason, what will you do? What's the future hold for Giant Haystacks?
What does the future hold for anybody? You know, I take every day as it comes. You know, one thing that I would like to do is write my a book. You know,
Revelations?
what have you?
Anything you'd like to tell us now?
No, I want to keep it.
Was anybody you hated?
I hate a lot of people.
Who would be the top of the hate list?
The top of the hate list. Now, I have to have a little bit of time to work that out because there's so many on the top of my hate list.
Really?
And you are coming one very, very, very...
Give me that glare, give me that glare.
That glare, you know all about it.
I know all about that glare. I've seen it. I've been underneath it, virtually. So, you're happily married to Rita?
That's correct, yes.
For the last 37... No, how many years?
God.
How many years? Months, I was going to say. How many years?
23 years.
23 years. How many children have you got?
3 boys.
3 boys, and she's only, what, 5 foot?
5'2".
Yeah.
She's watching. Hello, Rita.
I bet that's how you normally do it. Hello, Rita. Is that how you do it?
If I don't check in, I get in trouble.
I know you love us, really. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Giant.
Nice to be here.
Good luck with the video.
Thank you very much.
And Hulk Hogan, we hope he's been watching.
Well, let's hope he is, yeah.
We'll get that going.
Thank you very much.
Big Daddy on the left, of course, in his usual white gear. And there is Giant Haystacks from Salford, Lancashire, his opponent. 6'11" of him. The referee inside the ring, Fred Green of London, and Dave Reese from Shrewsbury, the referee outside the ring watching points. This bout will continue until a knockout. The count of 10 will decide it. No falls, no submissions, no rounds. Finally, as it usually does, but it worked that time all right. And Fred Green in trouble in the ring. The referee in trouble already. Dave Reese looking after him as best he can. Daddy goes over to help. And of course, as the Big Daddy bends down, Haystacks comes straight in. And Daddy in trouble at the moment. And
Hope you enjoyed that. So, that's Martin Ruane, Giant Haystacks, to me, or if he was abroad, the Loch Ness Monster, but a giant of a man, giant character, giant entertainment, and, you know, used all the assets he'd got to the best. Wonderful guy. Thank you ever so much, Martin. I appreciate everything. Well done, mate. Well done. You don't know what I'm going to say. You don't. I'm not going to say subscribe now and ding the bell like the wrestlers, bing, 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 so you see future notifications. And give me a thumbs up and a comment, that'd be lovely. Really enjoy them. So I hope you've enjoyed it today. And take care, because, in life we whiz through it. It does pass by quickly. Makes you think that when you're in places like this. So I have a little thing I say in the morning, which I'm not going to tell you, not that it's secret, but it's about making the most of the day. And, don't get lost in all the little things that go wrong. Enjoy it. That's the thing. If you think of it in the right way, every moment's great. It's like the wind blowing through my hair. It just makes you feel alive. So seriously, have a nice day, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.